What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to Baldman Reacts. Getting into another one today. Got some Jason Becker from the track Altitudes. This is coming off the Perpetual Burn record. This goes out to NSQCP. Dude, you have been awesome. I appreciate all your support. And finally, I'm getting to some Jason Becker. He's not as widely known as he could have been. And it's a shame. The story about him is a sad one. If you're not familiar, Jason Becker was a young guitar prodigy. He wound up signing to Shrapnel Records as a young guitar player and did one record with the duo of himself and the almighty Marty Friedman as one half of the band Cacophony. Released the absolutely seminal Speed Metal Symphony record. He then wound up leaving Cacophony and recording several solo records to include the absolutely seminal Perpetual Burn. This record was influential and innovative and has inspired many of today's shredders, to include Andy James, Jeff Loomis, and many that I could go on mentioning that I have not. Then he wound up getting the David Lee Roth gig, and at the same time he started noticing that he was slowing down and not being able to play as accurately as he did normally, and it was frustrating him because this guy was just an absolutely amazing player. So he went to the doctor, and he found out he was diagnosed with Lou Gehrig's disease. And within a few months, he lost all fine motor coordination and eventually just could not move. And now, the only thing that he has control of are his eyes. He, throughout the incredible love of his family and his friends, is still living today, which in of itself is an absolutely monumental feat. They have an incredible documentary called Not Dead Yet on Amazon, which I purchased a couple of years ago. And it's absolutely phenomenal. It is worth the time. It is worth the coin. It is an incredible piece. And he's still composing. His dad developed a method of speech using eye movements. And they've even developed a program using eye movements where he can compose records. And pretty sure his latest one is either out now or it's coming out. And it has got a who's who of guitar players that are going to be featured on it, to include Andy James, Marty Friedman, Guthrie Govan, and many others. The guy's a legend. He's an incredible player, and this is a track that really stands out. So, a little bit on Jason Becker. There's plenty more. Please check this guy out. He's an incredible player, and he is a story in of itself in perseverance and being able to continue going when you have lost almost everything. So, it makes listening to this track even more powerful. This is Jason Becker. The track is Altitudes. And here we go. That neoclassical stuff going on, man. He was famous for playing yo-yo with his picking hand while playing legato licks with his fretting hand. You'll see footage of him playing Perpetual Burn and playing a lot of it like a legato, and he's just going to work. Oh, man. Starting to sound like a symphony into itself, the way they were played, arranged. I don't even know what to say. I'm just lost in this incredible track, man. The solos are pretty consistent, but they really are what drives the track here. They still sound musical. That neoclassical feel is all over it. There's never a point where I don't feel like it's a song. Great, well played drumming. I forgot who played drums on this record. That, ladies and gentlemen, was the mighty Jason Becker with track Altitudes. It's your first time hearing that. but you've heard other guitar players, you'll probably hear things and go, man, it sounds familiar. It certainly does, because, like I said, this guy is incredibly influential. I mean, absolutely incredibly influential as a guitar player, and that's one of the reasons why. He's just a phenomenal player, and he's still a hilarious human being. Even if you watch interviews and him meeting people, a good example, a good one would be watching Nina Strauss, watching Nina Strauss meet him. But he's just such a dry, witty humor and incredibly sarcastic dude. So I hope you guys check out more of his stuff because he certainly deserves it. And he's an individual that lost his ability far too soon, in my opinion. He still had so much to offer as a player, and he was still pushing boundaries when he got Lou Gehrig's or ALS in '91. He had so much left to give us. NS, thank you, brother. It has been a long time since I've listened to this track, and it really is like an old friend. It's just you sit there and you start listening to it, you get lost in it. It's so well played. I personally do get emotion in the track. Some people make the argument of, oh, well, it's too much technique and not enough feel. I think there's feel all over this track. I really do. I think there's plenty of emotion. I love the neoclassical elements. I love the very symphonic like passages, both picked and legato. Phenomenal drumming throughout the track. Really accentuates and punches through it, and adds these little things where they're playing, where there's a good drum and guitar interplay, and I've always really liked that, where the snare and the kick will lock in with the left or right hand of the guitar player, and it's great stuff. So thank you, NS, dude. I appreciate it. Thank all of you so much for the support. It's just incredible. You guys are awesome. I was hoping that maybe by Christmas I would hit 100, and here we are at 130 something subscribers, and just rolling right along with you guys are absolutely phenomenal. Just amazing, incredible people. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all my law enforcement, military veterans, and first responders. I love you. I appreciate you. I really do. Thank you for being here. You've been awesome. I've been Baldman. I want to get a few more tonight. We'll see. I've got to get some shopping done before this is all over. But we'll see you in the next one. Be excellent to each other, and